Hey everyone! Today we're taking a really close look at the 3 new cars that appeared in Update 33.5. Well, technically not appeared in the game yet, because they aren't official items, but their models do exist. And that alone is insanely exciting. These vehicles showed up on the highway map as background decorations, but the way they're made, it honestly feels like they're much more than just background objects. So I decided to take the models, move them into the game through a simple mod, and today we're going to look at all of them up close and see what they might bring to Melon Playground in the future. Let's start with the first one, the taxi. This little car surprised me the most. It looks small, bright, super clean, and honestly way better than I expected for something that's just scenery. When you zoom in and inspect all the tiny details, the checkerboard pattern, the perfectly made taxi sign, the proportions, it becomes pretty clear that this wasn't thrown in randomly. It looks like something the developer actually designed carefully. And I love that. If multiplayer ever gets added to Melon Playground, this taxi will be perfect for roleplay. Imagine players picking each other up, driving around maps, doing little challenges or missions. Even just for fun, and this thing is made for it. Out of all 3 cars, the taxi feels the most useful. I honestly want to drive it already. Next is probably the most beautiful car out of all of them, the Mustard, the red sports car. I'm not exaggerating when I say this might be the best looking vehicle the developer has ever made. The shape is clean, the style is perfect, the shading is detailed, and it has that expensive look. Even in this early mod form, just seeing it on the ground feels unreal. This car was clearly designed to be fast. The long body, the smooth lines, the low profile, everything screams speed. If this car becomes official in a future update, I guarantee it will instantly become the fan favorite. I already know that if physical driving gets added someday, this is the first car everyone will try. For me, Mustard is the best looking vehicle Melon Playground has ever had so far. And the third one is the big beast, the buggy. This one is totally different from the other 2. It has huge wheels, an open frame, and a rugged design that makes it look ready for any type of chaos. Unlike the taxi or Mustard, the buggy feels like a vehicle meant for fun, danger, and crazy experiments. It looks like something you'd take straight into explosions, ramps, cliffs, mountains, anything. It's the kind of vehicle that would fit perfectly on rough maps, desert levels, or challenging terrain. And honestly, even as a mod, just seeing it standing there already makes you want to test how tough it is. Out of the 3, the buggy is the one that instantly gives adventure vibes. And what's really cool about all of this is that even though these cars aren't official yet, even though we can't drive them, and even though they exist only as background decorations, their quality is way too good to ignore. Seeing them up close inside the mod just proves that the developer clearly put effort into them. They look finished. They look ready. They look like something he plans to use in the future. And that's exactly why I wanted to show them to you, so you could see the same thing I see. These cars are absolutely meant for something bigger. Alright, now that we've taken a close look at the new vehicles, let's talk about the 3 classics, the real legends of Melon Playground. These are the vehicles that shaped the entire transport system in the game. And even though they might look simple compared to the new models, each one of them has a huge history behind it. I wanted to use only 3 old vehicles for this comparison to keep things fair and balanced, so today we're looking at the Jeep, the truck, and of course, the iconic helicopter. Let's start with the Jeep, the very first vehicle ever added to the game. This one isn't just a car, it's basically the grandfather of all transportation in Melon Playground. When it first appeared, the community completely exploded. Back then, nobody even imagined that vehicles would ever become a real thing in this game. Everyone was used to experiments, NPCs, weapons, ragdolls, and then suddenly, boom, we got an actual drivable car. I remember the reaction. The entire player base was going crazy. Thousands of videos, theories, experiments, people were using the Jeep for everything, from crashes to scripted mini-movies. And what's cool is that even today, many players still see the Jeep as the most classic vehicle in the game. It's simple, rugged, and has that nostalgic look that reminds everyone of the early days of Melon Playground. Without the Jeep, we probably wouldn't have any transport system at all. Next up is the truck, the biggest land vehicle in the entire game. If the Jeep was the beginning of everything, then the truck was the moment the game got serious. When this giant was added, it immediately felt like the dev wanted to push the boundaries of what transport could be. The truck is massive, it can carry up to 5 NPCs at once, which already makes it incredibly fun for roleplay and experiments. But what really stands out is how detailed it is. The shading, the proportions, the cargo section, everything looks polished and believable. It's one of those vehicles that instantly gives you ideas. Transporting an entire squad into battle, loading it with explosives, filling it with mannequins for crash tests, or using it as a moving platform for crazy experiments. And if multiplayer ever becomes a reality, this truck will be perfect for gathering your whole team, loading everyone in the back, and driving across the map together. Out of all the old vehicles, the truck is definitely the largest, most practical, and most iconic. And now let's move on to the most unique one, the helicopter. This transport was a true revolution for the game. Up until this moment, every vehicle in Melon Playground was something that drove on the ground. And then suddenly, we got something that flies. When the helicopter update dropped, the reaction of the community was insane. It was the first time players got a vehicle that wasn't bound to the ground at all, and that changed everything. Flying around the map, carrying NPCs, creating rescue missions, making air crashes, people instantly began experimenting with it in ways nobody expected. The helicopter opened the door for a whole new category of vehicles. And even now, players are hoping for more aircraft in future updates, maybe jets, futuristic drones, or even UFOs someday. The helicopter is still one of the most fun transports to control, and it instantly makes any scene look more cinematic and dramatic. Each of these old vehicles represents a step in the evolution of Melon Playground. The Jeep showed everyone that transport was possible. The truck proved that vehicles could be huge, functional, and detailed. And the helicopter broke gravity completely and introduced flying machines into the game. Without these three giants, we wouldn't even be talking about new cars today. These vehicles built the foundation, and thanks to them, the arrival of the new cars feels even more exciting. Comparing them isn't just a battle between old and new, it's like looking at how far the game has come and how much potential it still has for the future. And that's where today's investigation ends. After testing all the new vehicles and comparing them with the classic ones, one thing is clear: a Melon Playground is evolving fast. The old vehicles built the foundation, but the new ones show how much potential the game still has. If the developers keep moving in this direction, we might see even crazier machines in future updates. For now, tell me in the comments, which vehicle was your favorite, the old legends or the new generation? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.